Good, happy Sunday morning, January 5th, 2020. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Sunday morning edition of Good Morning, New Hampshire, where we have a little bit of everything for you in this program. So, rise and shine, New Hampshire. Let's get your Sunday off to a good start. Sit back, relax, grab your cup of coffee, and enjoy some Good Morning, New Hampshire. We're going to begin with local news. First up, anti-war protesters gather in Manchester in wake of U.S. strike killing Iran commander. Let's take a listen to that video.
And anti-war protests are happening around the country today, including one in Manchester. A small group gathered at Veterans Park holding signs calling for peace. Several took turns speaking out against the U.S. drone strike. They say they're one of more than 70 similar demonstrations happening in cities nationwide.
So we're here to condemn the occupation. We're here to condemn those extrajudicial killings. We're here to call for the end of all U.S. wars and occupation and really try to bring all of our troops home.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Presidential hopefuls weigh in on U.S. airstrike while on New Hampshire campaign trail. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Kim Callery.
We made USAA insurance for veterans like Martin. When his wife retired, they buckled down and switched to USAA insurance for low rates and higher standards. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for. USAA.
That's right. We're a little more than a month away from the first in the nation primary. Plenty of topics discussed on the campaign trail, but a lot of candidates really focusing this weekend on Iran. Pete Buttigieg arriving in Wolfboro Saturday night, his third campaign stop of the day.
Friends, I believe, with your help, that we are on the cusp of making history.
The Democratic presidential candidate discussed familiar topics of climate change, affordable housing, and the economy, but his speech also had a focus on recent developments in the Middle East.
U.S. credibility is not exactly at its highest. So even though it's not at all difficult for me to believe that Qasem Soleimani was in the middle of planning something nefarious, on any given day he usually was, we are going to have trouble, I think, rallying the world around our perspective.
And his fellow veteran and current presidential competitor, Tulsi Gabbard, also voiced her opinions about the U.S. airstrike in Iraq during a campaign stop in Grantham.
It was a clear act of war taken without congressional authorization.
Gabbard adding the last thing the U.S. needs is to go to war with Iran.
The cost will not be confined to within the boundaries of Iran. This will be a regional war that will take American lives, that will cost us as taxpayers trillions more dollars.
While canvassing for his campaign in Manchester, Deval Patrick also weighed in.
I am deeply concerned about what this may mean, and even more concerned that our leadership probably hasn't thought about what it may mean.
And Democratic candidate Michael Bennet was also in the Granite State. He had two stops, one in Dover and one in Concord. Reporting in Wolfboro, I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's take a look at your 2020 New Hampshire candidate tracker for today. Let's see what candidates are in New Hampshire today. And here's a look at that 2020 New Hampshire candidate tracker. The first candidate we're talking about, Michael Bennet. He has one event today in New Hampshire, attending College Convention 2020 at the Doubletree by Hilton in Manchester, New Hampshire at 7:30 p.m. Pete Buttigieg, he has two events today in New Hampshire. His first event, Town Hall at Franklin High School in Franklin, New Hampshire at 9:45 a.m. And his second event, Town Hall at Southern New Hampshire University in Manchester, New Hampshire at 1 p.m. Deval Patrick has two events today in New Hampshire. His first event, House Party in Concord, New Hampshire at 11:30 a.m. And then his second event, House Party in Holderness, New Hampshire at 3 p.m. And those are all the candidates in New Hampshire today. And now let's go to some national news. In national news, Trump defends Iran airstrike, a step toward preventing war. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
President Trump is defending the airstrike as preventing a possible war, but Democratic lawmakers are lashing out at the administration for not consulting Congress or getting authorization. ABC's David Wright is in West Palm Beach, where the president has been spending the holidays. David, good morning to you.
Good morning, Whit. The president claims this drone strike was a defensive measure thwarting a major planned attack, but the administration's offered no proof of that. With Iran now threatening vengeance, the big question is, did this ease tensions or escalate them? Addressing evangelical Christians at an event in Miami Friday night, President Trump insisted his decision to take out Iran's top military commander saved American lives.
He was planning a very major attack, and we got him.
The administration offered no proof of any planned attack. On Fox, the Secretary of State echoed the president, but gave no further details.
There was an attack that was imminent that could have killed dozens or hundreds of Americans.
Democratic members of Congress accused Trump of kicking a hornet's nest and say he failed to consult Congress before doing so.
The question we have to be asking ourselves today is whether Qasem Soleimani is more dangerous to the United States alive or dead as a martyr.
The president's critics acknowledge Soleimani had plenty of blood on his hands, but say the U.S. attack in a drone strike at Baghdad International Airport was reckless, dramatically escalating America's long-simmering conflict with Iran. President Trump rejects that.
We took action last night to stop a war. We did not take action to start a war.
Killing bin Laden didn't stop Al-Qaeda. Killing al-Baghdadi didn't stop ISIS. And killing Soleimani is not going to stop the IRGC Quds Force. It is significant. They will take losses. This is a major, major blow to the Iranian intelligence and security services.
Up until now, the administration has talked tough on Iran, but generally shied away from taking actions that might escalate violent conflict. That changed with this attack. Now, experts in the region say Iran's vengeance is not a matter of if, but when. Eva?
All right, David Wright for us.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And we're gonna switch gears now and go into your weather. Weather today, windy and some sunshine today. With more on that, let's listen to this weather video from meteorologist Haley LaPointe.
Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Haley LaPointe. Here's an update on your forecast. Winds picking up behind snow that moved through early this morning. Winds could gust upwards of 30 miles per hour, but we'll see a little bit of sunshine for the second half of our Sunday. Light snow showers on Monday, and then again we have another round midweek, so pretty active weather pattern we're in right now, except these storm systems that move through bringing very light amounts of precipitation, light amounts of snow, so no big storms on the horizon for this week, at least as of yet. The wind speeds have picked up out of the west-northwest, so that's going to drag down some colder air. Our high temperatures actually happening basically now until about noon, and then the temperatures fall through the afternoon hours. We'll have sunshine and passing clouds, and you see these active northwest winds upwards sustained of 15 to 20 miles per hour, and then the gusts even higher than that. Temperatures ranging from about 25 in Berlin, only 30 in Plymouth, Laconia, about 31 Concord, 35 degrees in Portsmouth. But again, most of those temperatures happening in the morning and right around noon before the temperatures actually slide down through the rest of the day. Snow showers, rain showers, those are basically all gone. There could be a few slick spots, especially the untreated walkways, the driveways, parking lots this morning. But other than that, we should actually see the sun coming out as the clouds are breaking apart and clearing away behind this system. Here's the next storm system. It's a very weak, what we call Alberta Clipper, that'll come across the Great Lakes region today and then reach us on Monday, bring in some very light snow showers. So I'll show that to you here. This is 9 a.m. Sunday morning. Maybe some mountain snow showers today, but otherwise we have clouds and sunshine, especially in central and southern New Hampshire. Overnight, it's mainly clear, but then by daybreak, the clouds will begin to increase. It'll be a mostly cloudy Monday, and there are the scattered snow showers. Look at how light they are. So when you get one of these snow showers, if you're lucky, you get a dusting to an inch. So this is not a big time storm system that's moving through. Tuesday, we get to see at least a little bit of sunshine, and then another storm system approaches by Wednesday. But this is what you can expect as far as that weak system for Monday. As you notice, some places maybe 2 inches, but that's asking a lot from this system. It's very weak as it moves on through this little clipper here. So then a little bit of a break on Tuesday morning, then Tuesday afternoon, the clouds increase, and there's another storm system, but this one is actually a coastal system that will ride up closer to us. Now, if this had a little bit more energy, was a little bit more closer to us in terms of its track, it could have actually been a substantial storm. But at this point, it looks like we get snow late Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. Certainly Wednesday morning, there could be some slowdowns, especially in the southeastern part of the state, but the heaviest bands of snow and precipitation stay offshore. So we don't get any big storm out of that one. It's another weak one with maybe a couple inches if we're lucky. Then on Friday, another storm system, but this one bringing with it warm air. So that means rain showers for the most part. So very active here. It seems like every 24 hours or so, we're getting another system coming through this week. Great ski weather, though. Of course, any little bit of snow will help with the ski areas. And today will be a great day. A little breezy, though. You might be rocking a little bit on the lifts. Light snow showers on Monday. Then again, Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, some light snow. Sunny and cold Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday looking at rain.
Okay, and there you go on that weather video from meteorologist Haley LaPointe. And let's go to sports now. Let's switch gears and go into sports. Patriots fall to the Titans, and the Patriots are done for the season, leaving uncertainty future for Tom Brady, though. Will Tom Brady stay or leave the New England Patriots? Let's take a listen to that video from WCVB Boston.
Experience might and majesty on the Nile. Step inside ancient Nubia now at the Museum of Fine Arts Boston and discover the treasures and tombs of an ancient empire that once ruled the Nile Valley. On view through January 20th.
This is SportsCenter 5 1-Minute Drill, sponsored by Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram 24.
Tom Brady has made over $200 million in his NFL career, but still gets a lot of credit for taking less money. But he'll be an unrestricted free agent at the end of the season, and word is this time he wants to get paid. Sorry, Tom, that cashier's window has closed. When you were the best quarterback in the game, you could have and maybe even should have asked to hear the Brinks truck backing up. Now that you're no longer the best quarterback in the game, why would you expect to get paid the most? The Business Insider website estimated Brady may have sacrificed $60 million by not demanding contracts equal to the highest paid quarterbacks during his career. Brady himself explained why to intrepid journalist Jimmy Kimmel last May, saying, "You can only spend so much, and the more that one guy gets is less for others, and from a competitive advantage standpoint, I like to get a lot of good players around me." Well, this year, Brady's cap hit was $27 million, the highest in his career, and he hasn't had a lot of good players around him. And I don't think it's wise for an NFL team to pay the most for somebody who is now slightly above average. Okay.
Oh.
We'll be right back.
That was good. That was good.
Okay, so there you go. And we want you to weigh in. Let us know, what do you think what Tom Brady's future will be. Comment below and let us know. We want to hear. And switching gears now, let's go into New Hampshire Live. Let's take a look at your event calendar for today, right here in New Hampshire and around the New Hampshire region. Brock's Antiques Show, 10 o'clock a.m. at the Brock's Regency. Christmas break with Amazing Animal Rescue, 10 o'clock a.m. at Animal Adventure Rescue and Family Zoo. Operation Paint the Snow, 1 p.m. at Swamp Lake Association. Holiday Festival of Planes, 1 p.m. at Aviation Museum of New Hampshire. The Good Doctor Dinner Theater, 1:30 p.m. Executive Court Banquet Facility. Title of show, 2 p.m. at the Hatbox Theater. Northwood Law season premiere party, 2 p.m. at the Flying Monkey Movie and Performance Center. Gift of Lights presented by Eastern Propane and Oil, 4 p.m. at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. January/February Learn to Skate lessons, 5 p.m. at Plymouth State University Ice Arena. And Holiday Festival of Planes, 5 p.m. at Aviation Museum of New Hampshire. That is a look at your event calendar for today. And now let's do your brunch guide. As you know, it's Sunday, so that means it's brunch. We're talking about brunch. Everyone here loves brunch at the Riley King Network. So let's talk about brunch. The Lake House, 281 Daniel Webster Highway, Route 3, Meredith, New Hampshire. Phone number 603-279-5221. And the website is right here, as you can see. Grand Sunday Jazz Brunch. That's what they do. This is their website and other Common Man restaurants. This is Lake House restaurant we're talking about. And here's their Grand Sunday Brunch. Sunday at 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. Adults $21.95 and children 12 and under are $14.95. Enjoy live cool jazz and a grand spread including chef-attended carving station, eggs cooked to order, Belgian waffle station, peel and eat shrimp cocktail, smoked salmon, fresh fruit display house, made dessert, and much more. So if you're in the mood for some Sunday brunch and you want to travel up to the Lakes region, go to the Grand Jazz Sunday Brunch Buffet. Sundays from 9 until 2 p.m. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into entertainment news. In entertainment news, Golden Globes Awards are on tonight at 8 p.m. on NBC. Here's a sneak preview of the award show. Let's take a listen to that video from The Today Show.
Hi, I'm Ricky Gervais, and I'm hosting the Golden Globes again.
For the fifth and apparently final time, Ricky Gervais will serve as the audacious ringmaster for this beloved Hollywood circus.
Here's a fun drinking game. Take a drink every time a celebrity looks like they want to punch me in the face.
Criticized for some of his past jokes, Gervais tells The Hollywood Reporter people like the idea of freedom of speech until they hear something they don't like. So there's still a pressure, but that doesn't mean I'm going to water it down or back down and not say what I want. This year, he'll be speaking to an audience overflowing with stars after lots of A-listers scored nominations.
I am humbled and so excited to be recognized for this.
Hustler star Jennifer Lopez is a nominee, so is Eddie Murphy for his role in Dolomite Is My Name.
This job at Dolphin's supposed to be my temporary day job. Cut to a million years later, that's all I got.
Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt will vie for trophies, along with Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon.
I know what I want to say, and I don't need them rewriting it today. Please don't call them.
Even Taylor Swift earned a nom for writing a new song in the movie version of Cats.
Nominated for a Golden Globe. Congratulations.
Yeah. Noticeably absent from the nominee list, any female directors, including Little Women filmmaker Greta Gerwig.
There's no way it's not a bummer.
It's something that could be acknowledged on stage Sunday like it was in 2018.
And here are the all-male nominees.
So, who will be on it?
Hiya, Frank. This is Jimmy Hoffa.
In the movie categories, The Irishman is a contender for Best Drama, along with Joker and Marriage Story.
It's official, old buddy. Well, it has been.
But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is the favorite for Best Comedy. On the TV side, the broadcast networks were totally shut out for the first time ever.
It's your call. Just priorities.
Leaving cable dramas like HBO's Succession to compete against streaming shows like Netflix's hit The Crown and Apple's first nominee, The Morning Show.
I can be gone in a flash if it's an imposition.
Meryl Streep, who earned her 32nd nomination for Big Little Lies, now hopes to break another record by scoring her 9th Globes win, on top of the Cecil B. DeMille Award she received in 2017 for a lifetime of great work.
Hello, neighbor.
This year's DeMille Award will go to Tom Hanks, who's also nominated for playing Mr. Rogers in A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. And Ellen DeGeneres is receiving the Carol Burnett Award for her contributions to television. But the remaining winners remain a mystery, heading into Hollywood's most unpredictable part. The meal is also making headlines. This year it will be all vegan. The show says it wants to raise awareness about sustainability. Of course, the alcohol will also still be flowing, which is what sets the Globes apart from most other award shows and leads to some of those unpredictable moments.
Okay, and there you go. Now let's take a look at those celebrity birthdays for today. And here's a look at these celebrity birthdays for today. Happy birthday to all of these celebrities. We hope they all have a wonderful birthday and a wonderful Sunday. And that's going to do it for this edition of Good Morning New Hampshire. I hope you all enjoyed watching this Sunday morning edition of Good Morning New Hampshire. Have a great rest of your Sunday. I'll see you back here tomorrow for another edition of Good Morning New Hampshire. We'll have Good Evening New Hampshire later on this evening. Goodbye, everyone, and enjoy your Sunday.